Good morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Welcome to the MLive Morning Weather Update. I'll be honest, I am late today. Why? Slowpoke. We had a field trip yesterday with Marley, and so it was up at 5, and it was all over the state, and then it was back, and stayed up a little late to get some things done, and then I slept in for one. So, hey, good morning, Ed Freischock? Freiscock? Hopefully I got that wrong. Hey, Clark Hughes, checking in from retirement land. How's it going there? Are you riding your motorcycle? Good motorcycle riding weather for Clark Hughes coming up here. Much cooler times ahead. Let's get to it. We do have some showers across the southeast part of the state, the thumb through the Detroit area, Detroit metro area, and then down through Ann Arbor. This radar makes the shower activity look a little bit more widespread than what it actually is. It'll last about another hour or two in the southeast. Otherwise, you have clearing skies and sunshine is out. Some of you saying showers? What showers? We'll look at the satellite picture. You can see the distinct clearing line coming through Bay City and Clark Hughes's motorcycle land, and then coming through Saginaw now and into Lansing and approaching Jackson. So west of there, Grand Rapids, Muskegon, Kalamazoo, enjoy the sunshine. The east side of the state, the sunshine is coming in the next hour or two. Should turn out to be a very nice afternoon. Here's the radar forecast, and you can see just the few showers in the southeast. This is 10 o'clock this morning, 11, and noon. So by noon, it's ready to be dry, with maybe the exception of right downtown Detroit, but that's about it. And that's over by 1 o'clock or so. And as we go into the afternoon, dry for us lower peninsulars. I don't think I've ever said that phrase before. And the upper peninsulars will have a few showers later on today. Now let's get into the weekend. Hey, Jane Logston, good morning, visiting Grand Traverse Resort. All right, very nice. Yes, good cool weather to tour around some wineries in the Traverse City area coming up. All right, radar forecast into tonight and into the weekend. Yeah, it's already Thursday. Okay, so this is Friday. We're going to start at Friday morning, and Friday looks like it's dry. Becky Sadler, you still have to tell us where Sugarloaf Lake is. All right, now, Saturday morning, 8 o'clock. Saturday could have some showers. So this is 8 in the morning, and this is by early afternoon. So maybe some showers developing in the southern half of the state on Saturday. Susan Gay, rest of June, I will show you coming up in a post on MLive. I'm going to talk about the first couple of weeks of June. All right, Becky Sadler says Sugarloaf Lake is near Chelsea. All right, extended forecast then. So we're starting to get into the weekend, and we're looking at some showers by Saturday in a few places. And let's look at the big picture. This is Saturday night. This is Sunday morning and afternoon, and you see the showers. By the way, those of you that have an interest in the weather down in Florida, that could be our first tropical storm coming into southern Florida. But for us here, we're into Sunday with some showers and Monday and kind of showery close by. The cold front hangs up in northern Ohio and Indiana now, and systems ride along that across southern Michigan. And then as we go into late next week, that would be our next full-fledged chance of some showers. But what you'll notice is no big hot ridge building up in the next 10 days. Here's a little closer of a look, okay? Now, Friday is a good day. This is Saturday afternoon. This is Saturday evening. So this model keeps us dry on Saturday, which I think is plausible. And then this is Sunday morning. This is Sunday morning into afternoon. That's a quarter to a half inch of rain. it's, do we believe this? Um, you know, these models are very good. Oh, by the way, do you like my new shirt? I had to put a long sleeve shirt on it. It feels kind of chilly. Um, these models are quite accurate, but it's Thursday. It's not a real well-defined storm, and that's Sunday. So that band could shift some, but I guess what you should have in mind is that there could be a kind of a cloudy, showery day somewhere in lower Michigan, and right now it looks like it'd be a strip through the center part of the state. Kurt Davey, great observation. Those blue lines are still on the map. Yes, they are. And although we won't have quote unquote cold air coming down, it's a sign that the cooler air is up there, and any northwest wind, it easily makes it the 500 miles from Canada. Okay, so let's go back to this. This is Sunday morning into early afternoon. That's kind of showery. And then this is Sunday afternoon, meaning some lazy showers left over in a few spots. Sunday night into Monday morning and into Monday evening. So might be a kind of little showery patches, I guess we'd say, Sunday to Monday. What about temperatures? So like I said, here's the cool down. Hey, thank you. Kelly Monroe likes the shirt. Hey, Collins getting the sunshine back, so that means it'll be in Hemlock and Saginaw Township and Freeland and Thomas Township very shortly, and then eventually on the east side of Saginaw, and eventually toward Frankenmuth and Reese and Caro, probably in about by 11 we should be sunny in those regions. So if your grass is a little damp and it needs to be mowed, you're gonna have some good times ahead. And Marge Stevens brings out a good point. Great gardening weather ahead. Yes, 70s are comfortable. So these are the highs today. We'll call it 70 to 75. And tomorrow, about the same. And Saturday, low 70s. And Sunday, low 70s and maybe even 60s, depending on when that cloud patch and shower patch comes across the area. Monday, maybe pop up to 80 in the southern part of the state, otherwise 70s. And Tuesday in the 70s, and Wednesday in the 70s, and Thursday 70s and 60s, Friday low 70s, Saturday low 70s. So we're looking out there, we're looking out 10 days and we barely see an 80-degree temperature. Is that real? I think it probably is. Some of those days might approach 80 degrees or 81 or so in the southern third of the state, but the weather pattern, the overall upper air pattern looks, comfortably cool. Let's call it probably about 5 degrees cooler than normal. And one last thing to look at with you, total precipitation. Now this is off the European. This can vary quite a bit. Eric Young likes the temperatures. How about next Wednesday for the Money in the Bank race? Next Wednesday is a little far out, but right now it looks cool and dry. So this is the weekend rain. That weekend rain, this model says could be a half inch to an inch into Monday. And then another rain maybe later next week, another half inch to an inch, so that you're looking at a 10-day total of rainfall here. And the yellow to orange is 1 inch to 2 inches. 10 days at this time of the year in summer in the growing season, that's just about right. As a gardener, as a guy that works with a lot of farmers, if we could put down 1 inch of rain every 10 days, we would have a absolutely phenomenal growing season, and it wouldn't be too much rainfall. So there you have it. You might have to dig out, dare I say it, a sweatshirt or two, especially for the late evening and early morning hours here in the next week to 10 days. And what that does do when we get cooler temperatures, it pretty well kills the chance, fortunately, of any severe weather, because severe weather at this time of the year usually hinges upon hot, humid weather being one of the features. There you have it. I'm going to head to MLive now, to my office, which is actually right here. I guess I'm already at my office. So, so I'm going to head to MLive and get some posts up for you. We're going to talk about the first 2 weeks of June, and we're going to talk about the weekend in depth. So take care, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.